If you take away the guitar, then I'm just very naked on stage. Guitar is like my safety net, so if I've got a guitar, then I feel comfortable performing in front of people, you know?
First got into music because my dad plays the violin, kind of played a lot of classical music. My sister started playing guitar. It was a Fender Strat, and I just kind of picked it up. Been playing non-stop ever since, pretty much.
I want to stay, but I need to go.
I'm a massive John Mayer fan. He's kind of the reason I really got into guitar as well, and he's got that classic Fender kind of sound. I don't know how you describe it. It's quite bluesy. He's very influenced by Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's very warm sounding, which is nice because I'm really into my jazz and stuff. You can get a lot of feel and touch into it, which is nice. I just love that sound, you know. I studied music technology at sixth form. It was like the perfect kind of subject for me, really. I just get to make music all day. And I'd be like programming drum beats, playing guitar, often just like 2-minute beats, and I'll just solo over the beats, put them up on SoundCloud. I started doing that like every day after school, and just built up a little following. It's a good vibe, the touring crew at the moment. You spend a lot of time together with the same people in like hotel rooms, on the bus and stuff, so you kind of see everyone at their worst and their best. You kind of get very comfortable with them, I guess, after, 2 months on the road with them. It's definitely a family vibe, you get to know everyone very well.
Through this darkness, she was hard.
I think most of touring is kind of waking up in a new city, and then like, you've got the rider, you have breakfast and stuff, and then you've got the chance to see the city if you have the energy.
I'm losing my way. Through this darkness.
I like Amsterdam, I like it. I'm always just coming on tour. I'll play a show here and then I don't really get to know the city too well. And that's the thing about touring. It is really tiring and it's not as glamorous as like people assume touring to be.
I'm losing my way.
Soundcheck's the first time you get to see the venue that you're playing in. It's a mixture of things. It's getting comfortable with the space, and then it's like the front of house sound engineer, get to know the room and stuff. But like, good sound system is so important for me. It's essential. I often just jam and sound check. It's kind of a chance to just do a bit of playing.
I'm losing my way.
I used the American Performer Strat. Felt comfortable considering it's a new guitar, and it's definitely a different flavour to the Strat that I've used. There's a new sound there that hasn't really been explored. I'm really into my disco, and I love Chic, I love Nile Rodgers, and for that kind of stuff, when you're doing like a sort of think, that kind of groove, it really kind of like cuts through. I think it's the EQ, so it's good for that kind of funky disco vibe. It's a nice all-rounded guitar.
I'm Elliot, I'm Tom's guitar tech. All I'm here to do really is just make everything as easy as possible for Tom. All he wants to worry about is coming in and jamming, and I want everything to be there for him. He tends to be like a one guitar guy through a show, so it's not so much the guitar changes, it's more just making sure it's set up well, restringing, cleaning, and then sort of re-intonating, setting string height so it's just nice and low. He likes it super low action. Tom's playing style, he's a very kind of dynamic player. He'll go all the way from very, very quiet fingerpick stuff through to kind of really digging in, and it's just that classic Strat tone, and that's kind of what we go for.
Do you TikTok? Yeah. 3, 4. I want to give myself like an hour before the show, before I go on, I need like an hour. The band are obviously like warming up and stuff. Me and my bass player have a little jam before the show. TikTok's the part of the set where me and Rudy on bass are like really locked in. We're playing in unison. It's quite groovy, so it's a good one to warm up on. When you're building a set list, obviously I've got to play my biggest tracks, so I've got to do that, and then making sure it all flows and tells a story as well. I also want to do a bit of
what I love doing, which is jamming, and the set is built around that. There's a lot of freedom to improvise, you know. I really like the idea of building tension, like harmonic tension. So if you're playing a chord progression and you build tension by keeping the bass line the same but changing the chords, and then you release it maybe by resolving stuff like that, and also tension in the sense that I don't come on stage initially, it's the band, and there's like a bit of a dramatic vibe on stage. I think that's exciting if you can build tension and then release it in different ways. I want the show to be inspiring for musicians. I mean, I think that's a big part of it. A lot of young musicians come to my shows, and I wanna like show off musicality, you know. That's one of the best feelings, having like young musicians come to the show and sort of like put up videos of them covering my songs. It's nice to feel like you're part of like a movement or something, you know. It's all about the music, yeah. It's not really about anything else.
Thank you very much.